Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who may or may not already know, my name is Alex, aka YELLOOBERRY.
Go ahead, I don't bite.
Happy freaking Vlogmas! And as you guys already know by the title of this Vlogmas video, you are here to see how I give y'all a good brow. A good brow can make or break your day. A good brow can determine whether or not you will get married. A good brow really and truly tells people a lot about you. So make sure you stay tuned to see how to achieve a good brow. So the style of my eyebrows, I like very natural looking eyebrows. What I use to do my eyebrows are just three things, well really four. I use two brushes. One of my brushes is a flat concealer brush, which I use to clean up the eyebrow underneath, which we will get to and you will see. And then I also use this double-sided eyebrow brush, which is basically just an angled brush on one side and this spoolie on the other side. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate. I don't have really dark hair, so I don't use like a darker color, so chocolate is good for me. I do know that on darker skin tones, chocolate can come off purple, so for my darker skin ladies, make sure you don't think that chocolate is dark enough for you. You know, you might have to go with ebony, but that's neither here or there. Just go to Sephora and check it out. And then I also use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Medium Beige to clean up underneath. I use medium beige because it's more close to my skin tone. I don't really like the highlighted eyebrow look because once again, I like a more natural looking brow for an everyday look or even when I do my makeup. So stay tuned to see how I achieve such beautiful brows. For starters, I'm going to pull my hair back just so we don't get anything in the way. I'm going to take my spoolie brush and I'm going to brush up my brows. Little history about my eyebrows. I've literally been doing them, as in like drawing them on, for about 10 years now. It sounds so freaking old, but I have been doing my eyebrows from before like eyebrows was a thing. So pretty much I just take my pomade and I'm gonna take literally like you dab a little bit, because makeup is easier to add than it is to take off. So start with a little bit. If you need more, go back in a little bit and tap. So again, I'll brush my eyebrow up. And then I always start at the middle of my brow, the bottom middle of my brow. Light strokes. So I'm pretty much just following the outline of my eyebrow. So I continue to start from the middle bottom, fill it in heavily in between, and when I get to the top, I do like light strokes. And then I get to the tail, I'm still taking the product from the middle and I'm dragging it down. And remember guys, this was literally with one dip of the pomade. So what I'm going to do now is just use the rest of the product that's on my brush to fill in the front. So when I fill in the front, if you notice, I'm not dragging it all the way to the front, because when I get to this middle portion, I like to brush it upward so that it looks more natural. It doesn't look like I have a boxed eyebrow. Then I'll take like the pointy end of the brush, use that product to flick my hair up and to make flick like hair like strokes. So this is literally how I do my brow. The way this part is in the front is a little too light for me because it looks a little too brown. So I'm going to go back into my pomade a teensy weensy tiny little pinksy bit. And then I'm going to start from the bottom front, just so that, because like you see how that got really dark, I don't want to make that mistake and put it in the front. So I'm just going to keep brushing that out. right here, spreading it. and continue to brush upward. Take your brush, your spoolie, to brush out any harshness and to blend everything together. Make sure you're careful. And here we have the shape of our eyebrow. So now what I'm gonna do with the flat-ended brush, I actually forgot the name of this brush, but what I'm gonna do with this brush and the concealer is take a little bit of the concealer. It's like literally like this much. I'm not sure if that's a lot to you guys, but it's a little bit for me. And I'm gonna start at the arch of eyebrow. I'm gonna start at the arch of my brow. Because the reason why you want to start at the arch of your brow is because this is going to make sure that the entire brow shape is even. Then I drag it to the tail, and then I'm going to drag it to the front. With the excess concealer, this is when you're going to kind of drag it. Make sure you're careful because sometimes I do get in my eyebrow and that'll mess up the shape of it. But it's not a big deal to fix. You literally just go back in with your pomade and try to gently add the color back. But we're just going to drag the concealer downward. Usually if I'm doing an eyeshadow look, I'll just drag the concealer all the way down onto my eyelid just so that it looks like a very seamless, you know, just very seamless. So with your finger or another clean brush, you can literally just wipe the rest of the concealer off. We'll blend the rest of the concealer in, and voila, this is how you get a brow. So this is basically the before, and this is the after. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how I do this eyebrow. Again, y'all, this eyebrow never comes out as great as this one, but eyebrows are not twins, they are just sisters. Sometimes they have a different dad. So again, I'm just going to grab a little bit of the pomade onto my angled brush. And I'm going to brush my eyebrow just to try to get the shape that I'm desiring. I'm going to start at the bottom, middle of my brow, basically brushing it outward and then pushing the product up into the middle of my brow and then shaping the top of my brow lightly. So this is how it looks already. You can kind of already see where it's going to land. I'm going to drag the product down into the tail. I'm going to make this like this. Boom, boom, boom. Use the rest of the product on my brush. And just basically, again, make that line at the bottom. The base of the brow. And keep brushing out. For some reason, whenever I do this eyebrow, I always need to go back into my pomade before I get to the front. Just dip it in a little bit, start in the middle again, because like I said for the other brow, you don't want to put all that product right at the front. Oops. Kind of like what's happening here. But no biggie, just gonna brush it out. I'm gonna brush this out a little bit, just so I don't add more product on top of it. And then do some hair-like strokes in the front. Be careful because sometimes when I do the hair-like strokes in the front, it makes it kind of square. So a little something like this. Brush it out again. Make sure everything's together, and here is this brow. Back again with my concealer and this straight-edged brush. I'm gonna grab some LA Girl Pro Concealer, and again, start at the middle of my eyebrow. Into my arch. And then drag the front. So at this point, to make sure that both eyebrows are even, I'm going to just look before I start to blend out. And everything looks pretty even to me. I'm really looking to see if these two are even, because sometimes I might draw this eyebrow too thick and it'll be like a little bit down, further down than this one, then this then the eyebrows kind of look like this. So again, I think that my angles are very accurate right now. So what I'll do is blend the rest of the concealer downward. Use your finger to finish blending out the product. The warmth of your finger kind of melts it in. And voila, here we have two really good looking eyebrows. Okay. I'm so proud, because sometimes when I record things, you know, when you're recording, that's when things just don't want to go as they should. But my eyebrows came out really freaking good. So ladies and gents, this will wrap up my eyebrow tutorial. I hope that you guys learned a thing or two, and I hope that I really helped you with how to draw eyebrows. This is a method that works for me. You can comment down below and tell me what works for you, or if I might be doing something wrong, even though I don't think I am, because as I said, this is the method that works for me. But I'm open to learn, I'm open to discuss, I'm open to figuring out new methods. And I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you stay tuned to some more Vlogmases that are coming up. And also guys, do not be discouraged. As I've told you before, I've been doing my eyebrows for just about 10 years. So they weren't always looking perfect. Definitely just keep practicing. But thank you all for watching, and continue to tune into my Vlogmas series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!